A shift in weather is on the way for southeastern Australia this weekend as we move from hot, dry weather and elevated fire dangers to cool, showery weather as a cold front moves through. Our fire dangers are the main concern this weekend. Today, we're really looking at moderate to high fire dangers across the southeast, but as we move into tomorrow and that cold front gets closer, we're going to see the hot fire dangers starting to peak. We've got high fire dangers on the forecast throughout Victoria and southeast New South Wales, with extreme fire dangers for much of southern South Australia, including the Mount Lofty Ranges and mid-north districts. Now, those extreme fire dangers will trigger fire weather warnings as we go into tomorrow and will promote very, very dangerous conditions for any fires that are ongoing in the landscape or any fresh fires that do develop. As we go into Sunday, fire dangers will ease for some through South Australia, but we're going to see high fire dangers increasing across parts of eastern New South Wales and through eastern Tasmania as windy weather continues both ahead of and behind the front. Even as we go into Monday, some districts will still see high fire dangers on the forecast there. Now, in terms of our temperatures over the coming days, it's already quite warm across much of the southeast, with inland areas pushing up into the high 30s to low 40s. But in general, temperatures will peak tomorrow. Adelaide is looking at 39 degrees on the forecast, 36 for Melbourne, with low intensity heat wave conditions for many. As we move into Sunday, that cold front starts to bring some milder weather across South Australia and Victoria, but it stays hot through New South Wales, with Sydney hitting its warmest day with a top of 36 degrees. It's worth noting though that the coldest air behind the cold front will move in late Sunday going into Monday, however. So our coldest temperatures are likely to be seen on Monday. That's when we're looking at widespread temperatures in the high teens across the southeast. Inland, these temperatures are likely to reach the low 20s. It's also worth noting that it'll be so cool we may see small hail across parts of Tasmania late Sunday going into Monday, as well as possible snow flurries about the Tasmanian peaks. So how will our rainfall look over the coming days? Fairly dry across the mainland today, but we're going to see some showers starting to build across Tasmania as we go through the day tomorrow. Now, it's worth noting that winds also build through that same period. And in fact, Saturday evening going into Sunday morning is likely to be a very windy period for Tasmania in particular, but may impact parts of southern Victoria and southeast South Australia as well. For Tasmania, those wind gusts might be damaging, so we may issue warnings around those winds over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Keep an eye on our website for those updates there. As the front starts to move through during Sunday, we're going to see a band of rain, showers and thunderstorms extending back across the mainland. In general, those thunderstorms are likely to be non-severe, but may still bring gusty winds and short, sharp downbursts as they move through. But we may see some severe thunderstorms developing across parts of northern and northeastern Victoria during Sunday afternoon and evening. Now, they may deliver locally heavy rain or damaging wind gusts as they move through with the front. Going through Sunday evening into Monday, the cold front will sweep up the east coast of New South Wales, likely reaching Sydney in the early hours of Monday morning with a burst of gusty southerly winds. Generally though, rainfall totals will be fairly low along the east coast, as they will be for much of the southeast, particularly through southeast South Australia, western and northern Victoria. In fact, the highest rainfall totals are going to be seen across western parts of Tasmania, although we will still see some moderate falls through northern Tasmania and parts of eastern Victoria as well. Thunderstorms may also deliver some moderate falls, but that's going to depend on exactly where they develop and move through the course of the weekend. So as we move from elevated fire dangers and dangerous fire weather conditions to cold, showery, cold front weather, make sure you stay on top of the forecasts and warnings via the Bureau's website and the Bomb Weather app. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.